and welcome to the first Crochet and Chat for the year. It feels like it has been forever since I have been live to you all, but here I am, and it almost is forever. It's probably a month. It was before Christmas. So, lots of things to cover today, and hello to anyone that joins and anyone that watches the replay. So the first thing I'm going to show you is my new washcloth, which is an absolute little favourite. This is the first in my new series, so I've got 3 series now, beginning the 3rd one here. And this time we're going with themes that we have in the clubhouse. So the first one is texture, and as you can see from these lovely, they're actually a cross puff stitch. So it's kind of a puff stitch made across 2 stitches. So you skip one and then go back and create it. And it's quite cute. So I called out for names for it, and there was a variety of them. And so I kind of merged a few of the names, and we've called this one Massage Bubbles because people thought it would look awesome as massage using it. And some of them thought these look like little bubbles. So there you go. So this one's available in my store. It was on my blog post this week, the most recent. And what else do I have to show you? I've got lots of things here to show you, so we won't just be the washcloth today. Also on my blog, this was last week I think, these little barefoot sandals. How cute are they? I've been wanting to make these for a long time. So these are from a triangle, which was one of our squares, in air quotes, for the clubhouse for the month, or probably, I can't remember which one it was when, but it's a fair while ago. I love the little flower in it, so I've created some little barefoot sandals. These are actually too big for my feet in the end, so these fit my daughter, who has size 9 feet. I have size 6. So if I was to make them for me, I would use smaller beads or less beads, and I would also make this bit that goes over the toe a little bit shorter. But that's on my blog if you want to go and have a go at making one of those, whichever triangle pattern that you've got available. And you would have seen towards, I think it was the last post of last year, I have made a commitment to use up my yarn stash. Now, in all reality, I'm not going to use it up this year, but I have put some steps in place that are going to help me reduce the size of it. And one of those is I am not buying any yarn unless it is for a existing project, and I can't create a project from one skein of yarn just to buy more. I have to use what I have as much as I can, but I am allowing myself to buy yarn to a price limit each quarter so that I still get my little fix. And when it comes to my Lola yarns, I have to use 2 before I can buy 1. But anyway, and also I have this big collection of hand-dyed yarns, which mostly came from when I was subscribing to different subscription boxes. At one stage, I think I was getting 5 every month, which is just insane. And I never made a single thing from them, apart from the ones that I actually designed. So I'm committing each month to using up at least 1 or 2 skeins. So I did my first one. So this one I've used, was a hand-dyed. This was pretty. Colours don't show up so well with this filter on it, but it's got it's mostly sort of a purple with denim blue, pinks, some green, creams in there as well. Definitely in my colour palette. So I made a clubhouse hat that was from a couple of years ago as well. And the leftover, I made this little scarf, which looks super cute with this little shawl pin that I got off Etsy ages and ages ago, and I rarely use, but I would definitely be using it for this little scarf. I mean, how cute is that? So I will be showing up and showing you what I am making from 1 skein or 2 skeins. I have another one currently in progress of all my hand dyes. And my temperature blanket. Let me show you. Let me move that out of the way. So I'm sure most of you have probably seen last year's, but look, I finished, this is the border. So I actually finished it on the day. Each round, because I did the minimum and the maximum, so one round each. So you can see we had a rather hot end to the year. I think this was the last couple of days at this end. and then the border. So I've got a guide out for that. If anyone wants to grab the guide, you can get it through the link in my bio. Gathering my hair. So I've actually even put both my temperature blankets out where people can use them. They are no longer in my stash, but I have given strict instructions to keep them nice. But yeah, so that was, and you can actually purchase the little, thank you. You can actually purchase the square with it. The guide is free, but if you want the square pattern, I have got that as a purchase after it. So these ones you can see a little 3D kind of flowers for the minimum temperature and then the max. And I've started this year's, which it's only one strip so far. It feels bizarre going back to having one little row of flowers, but I'm using, this is this month's square in the clubhouse, which I'm doing 4 rounds instead of 5. So I've got the minimum and max going again. So this is where I started. I always put a little stitch marker in the corner so that I keep myself oriented. So that was our first day of the year. And look, oh, we've actually had the same weather yesterday. So yeah, so that guide's there if you want to create your own temperature blanket. It's still time to do it. But yeah, that's a bit of a wrap for the end of the year and the start of this year. So I'll be trying to go live most weeks. I do have set now a me day on the second Saturday of the month, so that one I will not be going live. So I've banned myself from working and anything business related on those days. But I will keep you posted as to what I'm making and what has been on my blog. So I hope you enjoyed that little catch up. I have some filming to do for the clubhouse. So we've got a few things coming up this year as well. I've got another Square a Day challenge happening next month, so I'm busy preparing for that so that we can kick that off for those of you that want to join. And lots of blogs, washcloths every month, granny square, project inspiration every month, lots and lots of things coming up. A stitch tutorial or some sort of tutorial every month as well. So hit follow if you want to keep inspired. All right, well, I'm going to go and get myself ready for some filming, and I will be back next week. Alrighty, enjoy.